This is a third video on normal distribution. In this video I will tell you how to find proportion in normal distribution. Then let us take a problem on this. This is the problem given for assignment for MA Economics students of IGNOU for first year, and I have taken this problem to solve it. Here let us extract the information. So the concentration of impurities in a semiconductor used in the production of microprocessor for computer is normally distributed. This is a very essential character. Unless you find there is a normally distributed, you cannot conduct inferential statistics. Also normal distribution. And random variable with mean 127, which is a population mean 127 parts per million, and standard deviation is 22 parts per million. So then we have mu and standard deviation. Let us see further. A semiconductor is acceptable only if its concentration of impurities is below 150 parts per million, which means which is a less than 150 type of cases, whereas we have a mu 127 parts per million, whereas X is less than 150. The semiconductor that are going to produce is acceptable only if its concentration of impurities is below 150 parts per million. Then we have to find out what is the proportion of semiconductors that are acceptable for use. Out of the whole production of semiconductor, we have to find proportion of acceptable semiconductor that are ready for use. They have also given the area under standard normal curve, so that we don't need to look into this Z table. Then let us calculate the proportion of semiconductor that are going to acceptable for use. Firstly, from the problem, let us extract what are the given information. As I told you, mu is 127 parts per million and standard deviation is 22 parts per million. And we know that a semiconductor is acceptable only if its concentration of impurities is below 150 parts per million. So I have taken X lesser than 150 ppm. Then here we are given that X is normally distributed with population mean 127 and standard deviation 22, which means mu or mean equals to 127 and variance is 484. And before you apply to the standard normal variate, it must follow normally distributed data. So we know that X follows normal distribution, that mu and variance. Then we can use the standard normal variate for this given situation. Our formula for standard normal variate is Z is equal to X minus mu divided by standard deviation. And we have extracted mu and standard deviation, so that I have applied here mu is 127 and standard deviation is 22. Then let us apply to the formula. Then here we have to consider that X is equal to 150, and when I replace the value from 150 to the standard normal variate, that 150 minus 127 is mu and standard deviation is 22. When I simplify this, 150 minus 127, 23, and 22 carries the same. And when I simplify this further, Z is equal to 1.05. So that this information Z value is given in the problem only. We can look back to the problem. Here they have given Z is equal to 1.05 is 0.3531. Directly they have given the area under standard normal curve, so that you are not in a position to confusion. And our calculated value, Z value, is also the same, that 1.05. And for this our area under standard normal curve is 0.3531. Let us see table also. Before that, let us plot the data to the problem. So we know that our data is Z value is 1.05 and our mu is 127. Our mu is 127, and for 127 our Z score is 0, because it is symmetric about its mean. And our second value is a semiconductor is going to acceptable if it is below 150, for 150x we have found Z value is 1.05. That also have inserted here. Since x is lesser than 150, I have shaded the below area of whole 150. 150 will fall here. This the block shaded line of 150 will fall here. Anything below the 150, I have shaded all the 150, which means below 150 all the semiconductor are going to acceptable if it falls below 150. So our interested area is whole shaded block shaded area, and which is our actual proportion for this problem. So then let us see the table for 1.05. They have given directly, even though for our convenience let us recheck it. This is a standard normal distribution Z table for upper tail, and we have to look into the value of 1.05. Here our 1.0 is here, and next 1.1 is here. Then we have to look into this here 1.0. This is 1.0, 1.1, 1.02, 1.03, and 1.05 and 1.05, which means our interested Z score is here. Yeah, it is 0.3531. Here 1.05. Our Z score for the Z value 1.05 is 0.3531. The same thing is given in the problem itself. Then let us come to a conclusion. And we know that probability of x lesser than 150, and 150 is replaced by the Z value that we found here using the formula. And here I have added 0.5 because my interested area spread over two regions, which means positive infinity and negative infinity. Here in this 127, this divides into two area. One is negative infinity to the left side and one is positive infinity to the right side. Since one area is completely shaded, negative infinity is completely shaded, and another area is partially shaded, I am going to add 0.5 because our interested area covered in both the region, upper tail and lower tail, both the region. The value we obtained of Z score for Z value 1.05 is only for upper tail region, but our interested area is far from upper tail region only. Even the semiconductor is 83, it is going to accept. Even if our semiconductor is 61, it is going to accept, because a semiconductor is acceptable if it falls to below less than 150. So whatever the amount of x falls below than 150 will be going to accept. So I have added 0.5 here. And when we simplify this further, we know that we found that table value from the table, and which is also given in the problem. So 0.5 is a left side region value, and 0.3531 is block shaded area in the upper tail, which means anything beyond 127 to 150 is a block shaded area in the upper tail. That Z score is 0.3531, which is obtained from table value. And when we add these together, our whole interested area is 0.8531. Absolutely 0.8531. The block shaded area in this given normal curve is 0.8531, which can also convert into the percentage, that's 85.31 of the semiconductor are going to be accepted. So in the problem itself, they have asked one more problem. Yeah, they are asking what is the proportion here, what is the proportion of the semiconductors that are acceptable for use. We have to give our stand that what percentage of proportion of the semiconductor that are going to acceptable. We have already found our interested area in the normal curve, so that I can convey the proportion that are going to acceptable by looking in the normal curve. So for that I have opened another slide for that, because which is an important one. So they are asking what is the proportion of the semiconductor that are going to be acceptable for use. So since the semiconductor is acceptable only if its concentration on impurities is below 150 parts per million. anything below than 150 parts per million which is acceptable. And in the normal curve which covers 0.8531, so which means 0.8531 proportion of the semiconductor is acceptable in the given scenario. I will show you how this proportion will come. Look at this normal curve. Our interested area in the given example is x is less than 150 parts per million. Then 150 here, 150 here in the block shaded area is a 150. Anything below than 150 is going to be acceptable. So for that we have taken our Z score in either the side. Left side infinity value is 0.5 plus right side interested area is 0.3531. When we add these together, the whole proportion in the normal curve is 0.8531, which means 0.8531 of the semiconductors are going to be acceptable. They may also ask one more question here. The proportion of semiconductor that are going to be not acceptable. For that you have to calculate as I calculated as the follows the problem. But finally you need to do one more thing, is the whole normal curve is equal to 1 only or 100%. So when we express this in terms of proportion, we have to subtract the obtained answer from the 1. Then we will get a rejection area. That means rejectable semiconductor. Then when we subtract the obtained answer from 1, we will get 0.1469, which is the not acceptable semiconductor, which means 0.1469 proportion of the semiconductor we are going to reject. I hope you got a thorough understanding on what I have explained so far. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my Vision Academy YouTube channel for further more assistance in statistics. Thank you so much.